There was a special adventure to being a young boy in northwestern Wisconsin. There was the adventure of exploring a deep green pine forest, crunching noisily through the crisp leaves and pine needles on a sharp fall day, or taking a cool drink from a fast-running trout stream or a hidden lake.
These poetic words are from Senator Gaylord Nelson, a UW-Madison alumnus who is internationally regarded as the founder of the modern environmental movement. Senator Nelson was born in Clear Lake, Wisconsin in 1916, which would later prove prophetic for the man who would become the nation's foremost steward of our natural resources. He learned politics at the family dinner table, where talk often turned to Robert La Follette Jr. and his Progressive Party. Senator Nelson received a bachelor's degree from San Jose State College and a law degree from the University of Wisconsin-Madison in 1942. In 1946, he came home to Wisconsin, practiced law, and then began 32 years in public office. In 1958, he became the first Democratic governor of Wisconsin in a quarter century. He championed a 1-cent per pack cigarette tax to finance the purchase of 1 million acres of Wisconsin parks and wildlife habitat. It was the first program of its kind, and it set a course for his 18-year career as a U.S. Senator.
On our way home, my dad said, you think you're going to get into politics? And I said, well, I'd certainly like to, but I was afraid that Senator La Follette would solve all of our problems before I got old enough to do anything, and there wouldn't be anything for me to do.
But there were world problems for Senator Nelson to tackle. From 1963 to 1981, his efforts in the U.S. Senate led to the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, and the Endangered Species Act, among others. In 1963, Senator Nelson asked President Kennedy to fly with him over the Apostle Islands. The trip led to the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore Act, which preserves part of the Lake Superior shoreline and 21 Apostle Islands. Among one of Senator Nelson's many notable achievements is founding Earth Day in 1970. That year, 20 million Americans went into the streets for the largest demonstration in American history. As one of the first 3 senators to oppose the U.S. military buildup in Vietnam, Gaylord Nelson took his inspiration for Earth Day from the anti-war teach-ins on college campuses. Since then, 95 wilderness bills have been passed, which have added approximately 80.5 million acres to the National Wilderness Preservation System. Senator Nelson dreamed of a world where parents would raise a conservation generation, as he called it, of people who love the earth. His dream has become reality.
For Earth Day, I'm going to plant a garden. Even if it's a small bit of life, it will make a difference. I care so much about our Earth. It's the only place we have to live. Thank you.
Dear Senator Nelson, I would like it very much if the land would be clean for once. It would look a lot better and make our states look like we know what we're doing.
In 1995, Gaylord Nelson was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom at the White House, the highest honor given to civilians in the United States. Said President Clinton,
25 years ago this year, Americans came together for their very first Earth Day. They came together because of one American, Gaylord Nelson. As the father of Earth Day, he inspired us to remember that the stewardship of our natural resources is the stewardship of the American dream.
Since leaving the Senate in 1981, Gaylord Nelson has been a counselor to the Wilderness Society. His dedication to the environment has not gone unnoticed in his home state. In 2002, the Institute for Environmental Studies at UW-Madison was renamed in his honor. Consistently rated among the nation's best, the Gaylord Nelson Institute for Environmental Studies is widely known for its environmental scholarship and achievements.
Well, I'm not a poet. Poet might do it better than I. Pictures tell the whole story much better than any number of words that I could put together.
Not a poet? Senator Nelson, we respectfully disagree. We see you around us every day, and this is your poetry. Please come forward to receive your 2004 Distinguished Alumni Award.